Dear beloved soul, settle in and listen closely. The angels, like loving messengers from spirit, have something really important to tell you right now. Something that touches your spirit directly. Something totally unexpected happened exactly 11 minutes ago. This wasn't just a little nudge or something planned out. It landed like a quiet boom in the energy around everything, changing things in a big way for connection and what's possible. Nobody planned this, not in any normal way. You didn't see it coming, and neither did anyone else. Even the angels, who usually have a good sense of how things flow, didn't see this specific turn coming. It was such a surprise, packed with so much deep feeling and meaning, that it felt like even heaven held its breath for a second, amazed. And right now, the feeling, the energy from that huge moment is reaching out towards you. You might not have consciously felt the ground shift under your reality, but its effects are already subtly moving things around you, gently nudging situations and energy. Something deep stirred inside the heart, the very core of the person you're connected to in deep ways you might not fully get yet. A big, deep shift happened inside them. A swirl of feelings and understanding that might have been building up for longer than either of you realized. Something moved way down in their soul, a trigger that finally pushed them to take a certain step, an action they've been holding back from, consciously or not, for a long time. It was like crossing a line they thought they'd never actually cross, a boundary they felt stuck behind. But they crossed it. They took that step. And this huge thing happened just 11 minutes ago. I was there when it happened, not hearing about it later, but feeling it directly with my energy since I witnessed this crucial moment unfold. I felt the undeniable pull of things lining up, the change in their energy vibe, the deep ache in their chest, the trembling you feel when your soul is going through something big. I saw the brief hesitation, the shadow of old fear battling a quiet, growing courage coming from deep inside them. I saw the exact second the decision became solid, not announced loudly, but made in total silence, in a moment of pure inner stillness, with only the heavens watching. And right then, I knew deep down, this wasn't just some passing feeling or thought. This felt sacred. It was an act of quiet bravery, holding so much more meaning than it looks like on the surface. This action wasn't for show, wasn't asking for attention. It was totally real, coming straight from their heart's deepest place. I didn't get this info secondhand. No whispers on the wind brought it to me. It wasn't a rumor passed around. I didn't just sense it in the air or piece it together from bits I overheard. I was present. I was right there in the energy field of this moment as it happened. I soaked in the powerful energy it released. I felt it echo through the soul of your person. Yes, the very one you've cried over, prayed endlessly for, waited for with a patient or maybe aching heart, the one you've spent hours wondering about. Yes, the one who's brought you so much joy and also deep pain, navigating the tricky path of human connection with you. And what I saw them do, the specific choice they made just those 11 short minutes ago, was so incredibly honest, so deeply connected to both human vulnerability and spiritual truth at the same time, that it felt like even the wide sky held its breath, standing still to acknowledge it. You don't consciously know exactly what they did yet, but I can feel your heart, your gut feeling, already reaching out, questioning, sensing that something important has happened. I can sense the quiet mix of curiosity and maybe worry building inside you. What did they do? Why right now? What does this mean for you, for them, for your connection? Why, after so long standing still or resisting, did they suddenly take this particular step? Why now? Maybe right when you were starting the hard work of letting go, of finding your own balance again. And you're totally right to ask these questions. They aren't just surface thoughts. They come from your soul really needing to understand, not just your mind being curious. These are the questions whispered by a spirit that still holds on to hope, even if that hope got buried under layers of past pain, doubt, and just feeling tired of it all. Let me share something vital with you, dear soul. What they did wasn't random. Wasn't an accident. It wasn't a decision made out of weakness or desperation. Instead, it was a powerful moment they woke up inside. Something fundamental inside them got jolted awake. Maybe it was a long-forgotten memory popping up clearly, a core truth making itself known again, or a strong magnetic pull towards something real they just couldn't ignore or explain away anymore. Maybe they really tried to move on, to go a different way. Maybe they convinced themselves they were past this connection, that it was over. Maybe they even truly believed, on some level, that they could erase the mark you left on their soul, but they couldn't. Not really. Not in the deepest parts of them. Because your presence in their life wasn't just a chapter they finished. You were, and maybe still are, like a key part holding something sacred, something essential within them, together. And today, just moments ago, that knowing broke through completely, with surprising and sudden force, and this powerful realization moved them, pushed them, into actual action. They probably didn't announce this decision to the world. They didn't make a big statement or look for approval from others. But inside, in their energy, something huge changed. It might have been a message they finally sent after thinking about it forever, a firm inner decision about their path, a heartfelt prayer whispered alone, a silent promise to themselves, or to the universe, made again with sudden strength. In the big picture of world events, the action itself might seem small, almost nothing. But in the complex, connected reality of a universe, in the world of soul agreements and heart ties, it was massive. It felt like a heartbeat coming back after a long, scary silence, like the first sun rays finally breaking through after what felt like years of shadows. And I saw it. I felt its energy. I understood how important it was the instant it happened. You were meant to know about this huge shift. That's exactly why I've come to you now, at this exact time. Not tomorrow, when the energy might feel different, not later when it's less fresh, but right now. Because this moment, this energy signature, is part of your story too. It's deeply tied to your journey. This moment can be seen as a direct answer to prayers you might have thought just floated away unheard. It's the results starting to show from seeds of hope, faith, and love you planted long ago, maybe when nobody else saw or understood your quiet dedication. It marks the real start of a new phase in a story that's far from finished. A story that's been waiting patiently backstage, ready to continue. But before I tell you exactly what they did, before I reveal the specific choice, the actual action, the real truth of this moment, there's something even more important I need to say first. It's vital you understand how serious and full of potential this is. This moment, this specific decision they made, the powerful energy it released, it's definitely going to affect your life. It's meant to bring change. Maybe not loudly or right away, but certainly in a deep, meaningful, and lasting way. This isn't something you can just ignore or try to explain away logically. It's not just something they did inside themselves, only for their own good. It involves you. It affects you directly. Its effects reach you, touch your heart, influence your dreams, impact your healing, and could reshape parts of your future. This single moment holds the power inside it to change the very direction your life has been going. That's not being dramatic. This is the kind of huge moment that can gently, or maybe firmly, push open doors you thought were locked forever. This is the type of energy shift that has the power to melt emotional walls, protective barriers maybe built carefully, brick by brick, over years of hurt or disappointment. And that's precisely why this is so important. That's why me being here, telling you this now, is essential. Because you deserve to know the truth now, while its energy is still fresh and alive. You deserve to understand what happened while the feeling of this decision is still warm, still pulsing with new possibility and potential. I know you might be feeling a lot right now. Maybe overwhelmed by what this could mean, confused because it's so sudden, maybe even hesitant or scared to let yourself hope again after what you've been through. I understand your heart's probably been heavy and tired. I know you've carried unanswered questions for what feels like forever, maybe getting to a point where you thought you'd never get the answers or the peace you needed. I know you've probably wondered, in quiet, vulnerable moments, if they even think about you anymore, if they ever feel regret about the past, if they ever look back wanting things to be different, if they feel anything significant at all about your connection. And today, right now, I'm here as a messenger to tell you clearly, Yes, they absolutely do. They feel, they remember, they think about it, probably way more intensely and often than you realize, definitely more than they've ever shown or maybe even admitted to themselves. And something deep inside them broke open, cracked through the surface just minutes ago. Something undeniably real, something profoundly raw, something honest that had been locked away, maybe out of fear or confusion for far too long. They might not call or text you right away in a normal way. They might not have the right words yet or feel emotionally ready for direct contact. But understand this, their soul, their energy is undeniably reaching out towards yours. The flow of their energy, which might have been going elsewhere or felt stuck, is now noticeably turning back, pointing itself toward you. The silence that has existed between you, whether physical or emotional, is changing. Its quality is different. Something big is waking up from being asleep. Something profound is shifting, not just inside them, but in the energetic space that connects you. And it's not just impacting them. It's likely stirring things in you too, even if it's subtle. Perhaps your heart is starting to feel little flickers of something new, a faint stirring you can't quite name. Maybe your spirit, long quiet or subdued, is starting to feel a gentle lift, a subtle rise in energy. And the connection itself, the energy core that seemed frozen, asleep, or perhaps painfully stretched, is beginning to show movement, slow, gentle, yet undeniably powerful. You're not just imagining this subtle shift. You're not making it up out of wishful thinking. This is real. I saw it start with my own energetic eyes. I felt its real presence in the very air around them. And that's why I'm here now, to help guide you through this unfolding process, to help you understand the details and its importance, to gently remind you that you're not forgotten in the grand scheme of things, that you're never truly alone, even when you feel isolated. That real, strong love doesn't just disappear into thin air. It changes. It waits quietly. It often finds a way back, maybe unexpectedly in form or timing. So, if you feel an inner readiness, a true openness to hear the rest of this truth, if your spirit is ready to understand the specifics of what they did and the deeper reasons behind their action, if you feel ready to potentially step into a new chapter with more clarity and inner peace, then join me in this moment. Take a slow, deep breath. Be still inside yourself. Let your heart speak its quiet language. Let your soul listen closely and feel this connection deep within. Not just going through motions, but as an inner signal that you are open, that you're truly ready, that you consciously choose to receive the understanding your heart has been quietly, persistently longing for. Because this huge moment isn't just defined by their action. Its true significance is about what it means for you, for your continued healing, for the unfolding of your unique purpose, for the strong love that clearly still lives in the space between you. Even if it was buried under layers of silence, even if time and situations seemed to push it into the past, the angels never forgot you. You were never left behind energetically. And the truth you're about to hear is a vital part of your unfolding path. It represents the beginning of something new, something authentic, something undeniably sacred. And it all started exactly 11 minutes ago. I promise you, dear one, if you could just stay present with me, fully open for the next few moments, something deep inside you will start to feel calmer. The confusion you may have been carrying like a heavy weight in your heart, the dull ache from not understanding why things happened the way they did, the endless questions that often echoed loudest when you were alone late at night, all of that could start to clear up. You being here, engaging with this message now, isn't random. You are not listening to these words by chance. This specific message is reaching you because the timing is right. It is time. It's time for the real truth to gently come to the surface, like a bubble rising from deep water. It's time for your heart to finally grasp and understand what your deeper intuition, your soul, has likely always sensed on some level. And it's time for you to see a fundamental change, a significant shift that promises to alter the dynamic between you and the person your heart finds impossible to truly forget. Take another deep, grounding breath, dear one. Consciously let your shoulders relax. releasing tension you might not have even known you were holding. Let the heavy weight you've been carrying, maybe for months or even years, begin to lift, even if just a little, even if only for this moment. You don't have to keep carrying it all completely by yourself anymore. Recognize that there's support with you right now. The angels are truly surrounding you with their kind energy. They are ready and waiting to gently show you what has been hidden or unclear, and they are softly asking if you feel prepared within your spirit to truly see. If your inner answer is yes, if you feel a genuine readiness to step into the light of this truth, then pause for just a second. Feel that yes deep down. Silently tell yourself, I am ready to walk into the truth. Say it like you mean it in your heart, because the moment you make that inner statement, something gently shifts and unlocks in your energy field. The angels are speaking now. Their voices together are gentle but strong. Precious soul, what we witnessed today, just moments ago, felt so incredibly important that it made even the celestial realms pause and reflect in silence. The person in your heart is so deeply connected to did something that truly no one expected. Not you, from your human view. Not us, with our bigger picture. Not even the people closest to them on their life journey. But it absolutely happened. It's real. And now that it has happened, the energy landscape has completely changed. Nothing will ever be exactly the same again. And maybe it shouldn't be the same, because what has occurred isn't something to be afraid of or fight against. Instead, it's something to be understood, taken in, and finally welcomed with wisdom and grace. Just 11 minutes ago, something major changed deep in the heart space of your special person. A courageous, soul-deep decision was consciously made. It wasn't forced on them. It didn't come from guilt or outside pressure. It came directly from a sudden moment of profound awakening, a flash of real clearness that, once you feel it, you can't easily undo or forget. They made the clear and firm choice to cut energetic ties with an individual who had, for some time, held a lot of power and influence over them. This was someone who might have seemed like a helpful guide or a supportive friend in their life, but who, in reality, had been subtly or obviously feeding them energies of fear, confusion, and control. This wasn't just some casual friend or distant connection. This particular individual was really tangled up in their emotional and energetic space. Their influence was strong, constant, and ultimately unhealthy for your person's growth and real connection. This influence made them doubt their own judgment, their gut feelings, their own worth. And importantly, it also made them doubt the realness and potential of the connection with you. It created a feeling of being stuck, trapped, as if they could never truly reach or deserve the kind of genuine love they secretly longed for, the kind you represented. This presence might have used different kinds of manipulation, maybe subtle guilt trips, playing the victim, making them dependent, or planting seeds of doubt. They might have used tactics of control, perhaps by being possessive, critical, or pushing limiting ideas. Guilt was likely one of their tools, and over time, this constant drip of negativity effectively clouded your person's judgment and how they saw things. It specifically made them question the deep and unique connection they felt with you. Every time your love, your energy, tried to reach them purely, this other energy acted like a wall, pushing it away. They might have been told over and over that they weren't ready for a connection like yours, that you weren't the right fit for shallow reasons, that the deep love you offered was unrealistic or impossible to get. And influenced by hearing this constantly, they believed it until now. Because today, in that huge moment, your special person managed to take a crucial step back from it all. They looked at their inner and outer world, and perhaps for the first time in a very long time, they saw everything with amazing, clear vision. They recognized how they were being subtly pulled away from the real connection with you. Not because of any actual truth or problem between you, but because of sneaky fear planted by someone else. They saw how they had then pushed you away, not because they didn't love you, but because they themselves were being pushed and manipulated by someone who ultimately didn't want to see them free, happy, and connected to what their heart truly wanted. And in that profound moment of pure clarity, they chose differently. They chose authenticity. They chose courage. They chose you. They chose the feeling of the love you have consistently offered, often without asking for anything back. The love that waited with quiet understanding. The love that never stopped sending prayers and positive thoughts, even when there was long silence or distance. The love that naturally held space for them to mess up, to grow, to fall down, and to get back up again without judgment. In that moment, they saw you clearly, not just as someone from their past, not as a problem or a mistake, but as a profound blessing, a divine gift they had tragically been blind to or kept from seeing for way too long. They recognize your love for what it truly is, something that doesn't try to demand, own, or control, but rather something that naturally heals, lifts up, and supports. This decision was huge. It wasn't a small thing or just a passing thought. It represented a major breaking of energetic chains, a conscious choice to walk away from a situation clouded in darkness or confusion, and a deliberate turn back towards something deeply sacred and true. They're no longer tangled in the same web of confusion. They're no longer just passively listening to voices or influences that try to keep them distant from what felt genuinely real and right inside their own soul. The metaphorical fog has lifted. Their heart truly woke up, and the feelings they experience now about you and the connection they feel without the heavy filters of fear, shame, or doubt put there by others. They know who you are to them. They know what you truly mean on a soul level. And they recognize with new certainty that this love, your love, the connection you share, isn't ordinary. It holds a spark of the divine. You might still be taking this all in, perhaps feeling a degree of shock or finding it hard to believe. You might be cautiously wondering if you can really trust this is real. You might feel that familiar surge of fear, hesitant to fully embrace this possibility because you carry the scars of past hurts and disappointments. But I want you to really take this truth in. The angels, the heavenly watchers, have seen your entire journey. Every single tear you cried in moments when you felt completely abandoned or misunderstood. Every silent, intense prayer you whispered into the quiet when it truly felt like all hope was gone forever. Every single time you consciously chose to respond with love, compassion, or understanding when bitterness or resentment would have been an easier, quicker reaction. Every moment you held onto belief, kept faith in what you couldn't see, when walking away completely would have been the easier path. None of that was ever for nothing. Not a single moment, not a single tear, not a single prayer was wasted or went unnoticed. And now, as a direct result of their choice and your steady, enduring energy, something genuinely new is beginning to unfold. A real, feel-able shift is taking place, not only within their own heart, but also within the intricate spiritual connection that exists between you both. This love, this unique bond, is finally being seen, recognized, and consciously chosen by them in the clear, bright way it perhaps always deserved to be. The unconditional nature of the love you've sent outwards is now beginning its energetic journey back towards you, carrying with it new clarity, strength, and power. But there is something important you need to be aware of moving forward. That individual, the presence they consciously chose to walk away from, is unlikely to accept this shift quietly or nicely. Their sense of pride might be wounded. Their feeling of control or influence has been deeply shaken. And because of that, there might be attempts to lash out energetically or perhaps even directly. They may speak harshly, try to manipulate the situation again, try to pull your person back into the old dynamic, or attempt to inject bitterness, blame, or chaotic energy into the newly cleared space between you two. This is precisely why this current moment, and you knowing about it, matters so much. Because now is the crucial time to consciously protect what is sacred between you. This connection, this love between you and your person, goes beyond just emotions. It is deeply spiritual. It has been watched over, subtly guided, and energetically protected for a significant reason. And now that it is carefully beginning to bloom into the light, free from the previous overshadowing influence. It must be diligently shielded from any lingering darkness or negativity that might try to creep back in and stop its growth. That is why the angels now gently but firmly urge you to pray. Not prayers coming from fear or anxiety, but prayers flowing from a place of centered strength and spiritual power. This is your opportunity, your moment, to consciously speak intentions of protection, unconditional love, and divine blessing over the precious connection you hold dear. It is time to let the heavens know, through your focused intention, that you are standing firm and strong for the love that has finally found its way to clarity and truth. Declare that no bitterness, no vengeful thoughts, no negative energetic attacks, no form of darkness will be allowed to undermine or destroy what has been divinely chosen and is now beginning to flourish. If your heart feels called to stand guard over this precious, awakening bond, then gather your intention. Prepare to declare its sacredness through focused thought and heartfelt prayer. Let this prayer come straight from the depths of your soul. Allow every word to be a conscious offering of protection, unwavering faith, and profound trust in the process unfolding. Repeat these words after me, either aloud or silently within your heart, filling them with all the love, belief, and conviction you can gather. O divine source of all light and love, I come before you in this sacred moment. The one whose heart is deeply connected to mine has bravely broken free from the energetic ties that held them down, that clouded their vision. Just 11 short minutes ago, a bold, courageous, and truly beautiful choice was made in the depths of their soul. They consciously stepped away from the influence that tried to block the flow of authentic love between us. They chose truth. In choosing truth, they chose the resonance of our connection. They chose freedom. Now, I ask with all my heart and the strength of my spirit, surround this precious love, this awakening connection, with your most powerful angels. Let their radiant wings form an unbreakable shield of light around us both. Let their pure energy be a strong wall that no shadow, no negativity, no darkness can break through or pass. Declare that no words full of bitterness, no sneaky whispers of revenge or resentment, no curse, no spell, no directed energy of hate or chaos may come near us or interfere with this sacred bond. Let our love, now coming into the light, rest safely within your divine protection and unwavering grace. May every past wound within both of us be gently healed by your loving presence. May every lingering scar, emotional or spiritual, be soothed and accepted with compassion. May any leftover pain, doubt, or fear dissolve completely into deep peace and acceptance. And may this love, so true, so raw, so rare, and undeniably divine in its essence, rise up now and share joy in mutual strength, in absolute truth, and in line with our highest good. What has begun now is sacred. This potential for connection is holy. This choice was made with remarkable courage born of awakening. Let the heavens honor and support this courageous step. Let the earth energies ground and protect it. Let our hearts learn to hold it with wisdom, tenderness, and grace. I consciously release every lingering fear, every doubt, every attachment to past pain. I claim the potential of this love in its highest expression. I believe wholeheartedly in its unfolding future. And I know, source of all that is good and true, that you are standing beside us, guiding us, protecting us every step of the way. Amen.